Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vibes Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message and a little bit of a share slash concern of mine. I don't know, for some reason I want to note it and say it. I don't know why I do the things I do, but I do. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. So, um, the first thing I want to mention is in a lot of my readings over the course of time is what I'm going to say, because it's come up way before the twins were even here, like years before, off and on. And I always mention colors, I talk about puzzle pieces, and I know that it fits into certain readings, like trying to figure things out and whatever. And that stands true, but I don't know, a lot of things were just like connecting tonight, and I'm just like, holy crap, because I never would have thought of this before because I didn't have the twins here. And for me personally, the one thing that's like resonating so true right now, unfortunately, and well, I don't want to say unfortunately, actually, I really don't, because everything happens for a reason, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with any of this. Like, there's, like, it doesn't mean like, oh, this is bad. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Um, and I mean that. I really mean that, because I love both the twins equally. I really do. Honestly, I love them like they're my own. This is the closest I've ever been to any of my nephews, because I don't have any nieces. But regardless, I noticed from the day that they were born that something was going on with Hero. And it's funny, he's the one that shows up in my readings the most, like when like he's awake and I'll hold him and stuff if I choose to do a reading. But um I've been told multiple times, because he has physical therapy and stuff, because he has a strained neck muscle and his head always wants to turn one way, and we've been doing exercises and working with him and whatever. I am going to do a reading. I'm just telling you, because there's things that I've said that have led up to this that I didn't even realize until tonight. And there's somebody else, and I don't know if it's in my situation or if it's just in a situation, who is putting the pieces together, basically, those puzzle pieces. But in this situation with the puzzle pieces and stuff, I always knew something was off. And I didn't know what, because he was a newborn, so it was just like, okay, I don't know. He felt different when I held him, and I'm very intuitive, so I'm just like, something's different about this kid. Not wrong, different. And I've just always known. And I've told multiple people this, and I've always, I don't know, for some reason, the only thing that pops in my head is autism. And there's a spectrum there, so it's like mild to major. It's every autistic child person is different. They handle things different, they grow differently, but there's similarities at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know, I've never dealt with that, but that popped in my head, and I have been heavily researching it because of it, because I was like, okay, if this isn't it, then I'm going to look into something else, because I don't know, that's just the first thing that popped in my head, and that's just what I dove into. And I was like noticing the symptoms and signs that parents were noticing when their kids were infants, moving on up, growing. He does that stuff. He's delayed. And I can do a video of, I haven't done it yet, but like I could record, I mean, actually I do have some recordings, but regardless, I can record him and his brother together Link is rolling over. Link is almost crawling. Like, he's trying so hard to move. He'll roll and just like put his ass in the air and just like grab for shit. He's very interactive and just a normal kid, you know what I mean? Like, just an everyday child, I guess you could say. But Hero won't roll. He'll roll to a side sometimes, but 90% of the time when I'm down there playing with them, watching them, they're having like, I have to roll him on his tummy to do tummy time, which he does great. He holds himself up. Like, you know, he can hold his head up, he can pick himself up on his arms, and he did that before his brother, but he won't roll. He doesn't even care to try. He's just, and he does a lot of weird movements. He does what's called stimming. He goes like this with his hands all the time on fabric. Like, he'll constantly be doing this on anything that's around him or in the air, and he's always looking at his hands. And that kid is more entertained by his hands than toys, unless it has lights or sound. So if it's making funny sounds or lights, he'll stare at it. But Link needs to be constantly entertained, which is how most kids are. And Hero is like, fuck it. He'll lay on his tummy on the arm of the couch and stare at the Alexa. That's not doing anything. I mean, it will change images every now and again, but he will lay there for hours and be happy and just make his little noises and stuff. And Link's different. Like, he'll go, oh, that's kind of cool, and then he doesn't want it anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not comparing the two, which is what the physical therapist was telling me. Like, oh, you can't compare kids. No, you can't. Everyone's different. But I'm noticing a major difference. Hero loves to be by himself. He doesn't give a shit if you're around 90% of the time. But he's okay with being held, but he doesn't want to be snuggled. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's just kind of like, give me my space. He's very different. He's a very different child. And what I looked up tonight, because, I don't know, the rainbow popped in my head, and I was like, what does the rainbow mean besides gay pride and stuff, you know? And actually, the rainbow represents the autistic spectrum, because autism is such a broad spectrum. So it's all the colors. In my readings, I'm always talking about colors, different colors. And I always thought blue represented autism, which I think it does in some places and whatever. But it's a spectrum. And I talk about the infinity symbol as well a lot. And that was the other thing that was mentioned, was not only the rainbow, the spectrum of colors, the autistic spectrum, it was also the infinity symbol. And I'm like, holy shit, as well as puzzle pieces. I have been talking about this long before the twins even showed up, and I have been worried about Hero's development. And the first thing that pops in my head, and I have said this to my mother, I have said this to anyone I've talked to about their development, that I'm worried about autism. I haven't said it to the doctor yet. They have a 6-month appointment tomorrow, and I'm going to. Today is February 7th, 2024. So on the 8th, they have an appointment. And I'm going to mention this. I mentioned this to their mother, and she actually agrees with me. She doesn't see them as much as me because I'm with them 24/7, but she notices too. Like, so it's not just me that's noticing this. And every time I would bring it up to, you know, certain people, they would get mad at me over it, like how dare you call him a retard, basically. And I'm like, I'm not saying that, because autistic children are actually very intelligent. It's not MR, it's not an insult, it's a concern. You know what I mean? And I don't know, I really feel like he's gonna need some extra, it's not even extra love and care, it's extra, not even guidance, help, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Like he's gonna learn differently. There we go. He's gonna learn differently. And the only reason why I feel like I just know this and why I'm just gonna act accordingly no matter what a doctor says to me, because it's in his best interest. So he will be able to understand and know what's going on around him and learn at his own pace if I act sooner. Whether I'm right or wrong, it's not going to hurt him any. Do you know what I mean? So that's maybe that's why Spirit's saying this to me, because I know no doctor's going to diagnose him until he's at least 12 months to 18 months old. I've done my research, like I said, but something's going on. Something is going on. And I am totally aware of it. And I'm doing what I can sensory wise, because if you stray away from the routine that we have, that kid will flip the fuck out. I'm just saying. Like he knows what to expect, and if it doesn't happen, he will have a meltdown. Like he will have a fit, and people who don't know his routine won't understand. It's because we do certain things every day in a certain way, and he knows what to expect. And not just autistic kids deal with that, but he's just that. I've noticed that about him. Like Link doesn't care. We can change shit up all left and right in 10 ways till Sunday, and that kid's still fine, as long as someone's paying attention to him. But Hero's different. He's different. And his movements, how he interacts. Like I recorded him tonight, and it was funny because he was laughing and whatever, but he always does this whole, like, he tenses up and he'll be like, like he gets overly excited, and that's how he expresses it. It's not a laugh, it's not whatever, he just, and he's not mad either that he does that all day long. He does these weird movements, but that's just how he's showing, that's how he's interacting with you. So it's not that he's mad or anything. Because I think there was one video that I shared where someone thought, I think it was my mother. I don't even know if I shared it publicly. I might have just sent it to her, and she thought that he was upset, but he wasn't. And I was like, oh no, that's just how he is. That's how he's talking. And this kid will babble for hours nonstop, just like constantly off in his own little world, and he'll get fucking loud, and no matter what you say, he won't even look at you. Like, and that's the other thing, he doesn't make eye contact. He'll look at you in your face, but he's looking up here or at your mouth, and you can tell, like, if you look at his eyes, like if you try to redirect it, he looks away. Like, he doesn't want to make eye contact, and if he does, it's for a split second. Like, he's been that way for as long as I've had him, and they're 6 months old now. And that's a huge cue for autism, is not making eye contact, because it's too personal, and a lot of autistic people, that's uncomfortable for them. I don't know, that's just something I noticed. And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with him, because there isn't. He's a beautiful child. He's going to grow up to be an amazing person. And as long as I have a part in his life, I'll do whatever I can to make sure he gets whatever help he needs. But that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. And there's nothing wrong with it. But I will be his advocate. I will tell you that right now. Like, because I see him every day. So anyways, after 14 minutes of me talking about the twins, I do apologize. I might put a timestamp in here just in case you don't want to listen to this. I do have, I keep grabbing my hands. I don't know. It's the significance with the hands, which is what he does all the time. Like, he can't control his hands. Half the time he's like going like this, scratching his face. And it's, I don't know. I have 2 children of my own. I used to run a daycare when they were little, and seeing his brother in him. You know, I can decipher, just saying. And it's just how I feel. It's not even just what I see, it's what I feel on top of what I see. It just what I see confirms what I feel. Do you know what I mean? I guess if any of you are parents out there and you're wondering if something's going on with your child or with a family member or someone you love and care about, you know, if you just have that feeling, it doesn't matter who it is to you. It doesn't matter what other people say. What do you feel about it? If you feel like something's wrong, that's your intuition. Okay, that's probably why it's coming up. It's your intuition. Listen to it, because you're probably not wrong. Everyone and their brother could sit there and tell you to your face till they're blue in the face, you know what I mean? Being like, you're wrong, I don't know why you're feeling this way, this is this and that is that, blah blah, and you're just like, yep, whatever, but this is how I feel. I can't explain it. And even if I can, you won't listen. So this is just how I fucking feel. Even if I can't explain it, even if you don't understand, this is how I feel. The high priestess is your intuition. I gotta say this, I gotta do this, I gotta act on it, whatever it is. And there is a masculine energy, an emperor, maybe someone's father, grandfather, uncle, whatever, someone older than you, more mature, whatever it is. This masculine, this emperor is going, that's why I started this off that way. It's like an explanation of how to understand your intuition, you know, like to trust yourself. There's a dude. It feels like a man, masculine, doesn't matter. Whoever this emperor is representing is feeling something. Like, I just feel like I need to do this. I have to say this. I have to do this. I have to. Because I feel very adamant on this. Which is because someone's intuition is screaming at them. Like, what are you waiting for? Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's what this person is going round and round their head about. Like, I have to say this. I have to. I don't know if I can live with myself if I don't. Because I feel it. Someone's feeling something that they don't fully understand, but they're so drawn to say or do this. And it's a masculine energy that's feeling this way. It could be within your family. It could be your love thing. I don't know who this dude is, but this is someone who's very practical, down to earth. This is someone who's not like, I'm just going to say it this way, because this is probably how this person thinks. They're not a granola eating whatever. Because I'm a granola eating whatever. I don't eat granola. But people would probably think of me in that way, because I'm like a hippie. You know what I mean? This person's like, I'm not like that. I don't even know why the fuck I'm feeling this way, thinking this way. I don't want people to think of me that way, because they judge people like that. Like, that's how this guy would roll, okay? I'm just being real with y'all. But a miracle is afoot. A miracle. So, I don't know if this is an answer prayer for somebody, or if it's just a motherfucking miracle that this dude is seeing the light. Because I feel like there's someone who's very close-minded in this energy, and everyone fucking knows it, including that person. But it's almost like, this goes against everything I stand for. This goes against everything. Like, no one's gonna take me fucking seriously. That's what this feels like. No one's gonna take me seriously. Because this person is choosing to listen to their intuition. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, with what I just said in the beginning, and a million other things, because I am spiritual, but in the beginning, when I would first get these intuitive hits, and before I even read tarot, and even when I first started, I didn't trust it, because I was listening to other people. I cared too much about what people thought of me. You know what? I don't give a flying fuck what anyone thinks of me now. So if you don't like me, piss off. If you love me, great. I love you too. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, you're either with me or You're just not around. It doesn't mean you're against me, and if you are, whatever, fuck you. But I choose to focus on the positive. I choose to focus on those who are supportive. And if you're not, I'll just fucking cut your ass off. I'm just saying. I don't give a shit if you're family or not. And I mean that because the cards are saying that. But this person's torn, whoever they are. Like, I don't know, because my family just it's probably how they were raised. But regardless, there could be a family situation here. But this is cutting through the bullshit. It's cutting through the bullshit in your own home, in your own situation, in your family situation, whatever it is. And it feels like this dude's going, you know what, I'm just going to cut through the bullshit because I feel like I need to. I'm just going to mow it all down and make a path. I got to do this. And that's a motherfucking miracle in this situation, because whoever this person is someone that you would least expect to do that. Like, they just deal with the bullshit. They will let all the weeds grow up and just overpower everything and take over and just like muddle up the whole fucking situation. But this motherfucker's going, all right, my gut, I don't care about spirit, I don't care about intuition, I don't care about all that fucking gifted crap. That's how this person thinks. They don't care about that stuff. They're going, my gut, I just got this pit in my stomach. This is how they explain spirit and intuition, basically. But that's not what it is. But anyways, my gut says, fuck this shit. I gotta mow through this. I gotta mow through this for my family. I gotta mow through this for this situation because my gut says so. My gut's telling me something's wrong. And I'm not talking about the hero situation, and this person isn't gonna be a fucking hero. I guess they're the villain turned straight, basically, because that's kind of what it feels like. But it's not exactly what I was explaining, but someone's seeing. Like, this is how I feel. This is what I'm seeing. I'm putting the pieces together. Holy shit. Yeah, we gotta cut through this crap. We gotta do that. And this person might band together with a family. Like, okay, I gotta get my people together, and we gotta do this. Because whoever his people are, the emperor's people, his or hers, whoever that person's people are, family or otherwise, would follow them because they're so practical. This person isn't living in fantasy land. They're not a spiritualist. They're not a granola eating, tree hugging, whatever. You know what I mean? And I don't judge people like that because I'm one of them. So the emperor ain't me, just saying. But this is beautiful. Like, this is like a 180. And that doesn't happen all the time, which is why miracle is here. It's a miracle that this motherfucker sees. Yeah, that's what that feels like. And right before I hit record, this deck spoke to me because it was just like, hey, hello. My hand kept touching it. This person might want to apologize to you for judging you, especially if you are very spiritual. Like, maybe they called you that, because I keep wanting to say, like, tree hugger and all that crap. This person's very judgy. They're very judgmental. And they judged you. They definitely did. Whether it's your father or not. You know what I'm saying? You know what color? We got blue today. For some reason, I wanted to point out that color because it was red the last time I turned it on. But, like, I don't know, whatever, I'm not getting into it. So, anyways, I just want to say I have so much going on in my life right now that there's so many different stories I could share, so many different examples. But the most prominent one is Hero. And it's kind of fucked up that he's the most prominent example that I can share because of his name. Hero Oakley. And Oakley is, I was going to say was, I mean, he passed away, but is my grandfather's name. And it's very fitting. And you know what else is kind of funny? And I don't know, it's ironic. It's a big coincidence, but there are none. I'm just saying. I used to say Santa's coming to town and Christmas is that homey feeling and family, because that's what that represents. Like when you're around your family and you're comfortable and it's just that homey warm feeling, like all the love. Because you feel that with genuine family and friends and your lover or whatever and your children. It's just that like, oh, I'm so glad I'm here feeling. You know what I mean? That's what like, that's what the Christmas, um, what's the word? Like whenever I say like Christmas time is like that homey feeling. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but anyways, like I would say Santa's coming to town, like ho ho ho, Santa's coming to town, you know what I mean? Because Santa brings the presents, and that's during that warm, cozy feeling. And that's what it represents whenever I say it. And that's what I think about every fucking time I say it in a reading. It feels like home. Feels like home. Because it's warm and cozy and wonderful and fun and just loving, you know? That's Hero's initials. H-O. Ho, ho, ho. Santa Claus is coming to town. I'm not saying his entire initials because nobody needs to know his last name, but yeah. Santa's coming to town. And it's not just Hero, I'm just saying, but it's kind of the irony in it all, just, oh, and then children. Got 6 of Cups. I just heard your kid is trying to talk to you about a disunion, about no love. There's an issue from the past. I just heard no love lost. No love lost. Yeah, because I'm not worried about it. We have the 8 of Swords reversed. No love lost. Don't worry. There's no love lost. I don't know what that means and who it's for. There could be someone's child here saying, like, you know, dad, mom, whoever. No love lost. I'm not upset over this. I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about this disunion. I'm at home. I'm fine. Like, that's kind of what that feels like. And that's like the biggest fuck you can give to someone, especially if they were making you feel shitty, just saying. But for some of you, there's someone here who's parent, I'm just going to say parent, in their masculine energy, who, male, dad, mom, doesn't matter who it is, who told you they didn't love you. And you're not worried about it. Like, that's good. Because I'm glad you told me now so I don't have to sit here and worry about it. That's just for someone. That's not the whole message. I just heard, and for some of you, I just heard, I'm sorry I didn't love you like I should have. I'm sorry I didn't love you like I should have. I hope you're okay. I don't know who that's coming from. That's coming from a father to someone. And for some of you, that father's already passed. I'm sorry I didn't love you like I should have. And that's not from within them. Like, okay, for example, you can have love for someone. Autistic people do this all the time because they struggle with interpersonal connections. That's like a main symptom of autism. But they're very loving people. Like, it doesn't mean that they don't love you. It doesn't mean that they don't care. They just don't show it. There's a father here. I'm not saying he's autistic, but that's just what's making me think of. That's how this person acted. Like, they do love you. They do. Like, I don't want to say they did. Even if they've passed, they do. They just didn't show it. They had a hard time showing it because they were very withdrawn. They were very withdrawn. That's what that feels like. And I'm not saying this father's autistic. That's just the feeling I'm getting, like the disconnect. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel this way, but I just can't express it. And maybe you feel it intuitively, like I know you love me, but you just never said it or showed it, or even if they did say it, they didn't show it. Someone wants to talk to their kid and let them, they don't know how. I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know what to say. And because they've been waiting forever. So you could be an older child, you could be an adult child of this person, and maybe your parent, potentially father, has already passed. But even if he hasn't passed, I feel like I've been waiting forever for this. It's never gonna fucking happen. Well, there's a miracle here. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get the answers you want, you need, even if it comes from the other side. I don't know what to think about this. I don't understand this. I don't know what to think about this. I need time. Someone needs time to think about something, to figure something out. Probably a message, especially if it's from the other side and they believe differently. They're because I did start off talking about tree huggers and stuff. Someone is very skeptical. I just heard you know me all too well. It's a Scorpio. There's a Scorpio in this situation that is either delivering some information or is going, you fucking know me all too well, like what the hell. Like, yeah, I don't feel the love. I got a lot going on here. Palace of Coins, someone is feeling a sense of lack and they're keeping it to themselves. They're having a hard time moving forward. So there could be money struggles here for someone where they're putting on a show. They're putting on a show like they're doing okay. So this person could own their own home, multiple homes, whatever. They could be doing well publicly, but behind the scenes they're worried because they don't know how to move forward. I feel like they don't know how to move forward in this situation with you or a friend or family member or whoever the hell it is. Feels like family. But regardless of who it is, it's like, I don't know how to move forward here. I don't know. This person's trying to save face. They're acting like they have more than they really do. I just heard family is so much more than money. I'd give it all up for you. For some reason, I kind of feel like that's bullshit. Because I don't think this person would give it all up for you. I really don't. I feel like they just don't have it. Okay, that's why I kept seeing the fucking magician. Because I kept seeing... whenever I see the magician, I'm like, manipulation. And I'm like, why? It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in this energy. This is why. Whoever this person is would be like, I would give everything up for you. I would give it all up for you. Because they fucking have nothing. Of course they'll give it up for you. Because there's nothing there to give up. Someone's pretending to have more than they really do. To be better off than they really are. Because there's the lie right there. With the moon. That's what they're hiding. There's a lack here. They're not moving forward. Something ain't going well for someone. But they're acting like it is. So, oh, wow. This just took a turn. This miracle might be a fucking shit show. I don't know. It could be a miracle for you. Or if you cut through the bullshit and deal with the situation. It'll be a miracle for them. But it almost feels like something you've prayed for, that you've wanted. Like, I want this. Just cut the crap. I want this. But I don't know if you actually do. You might want the idea of this situation, especially if it's a family situation, but you're not going to want the actual person, because this is crap. This is a lie. I'm going to give all this up for you. They're giving nothing up for you. Nothing. Not a fucking thing. Yeah. If you let go of this person, you've already healed from it. Don't reopen the wound. Don't pick the scab off. Don't fucking, like, oh, I got stitches. Shit. Let's tear them open again. Don't do that, because that's what this is. I don't give a shit if it's your own fucking dad or mom or whoever. Be careful. Because there's someone here who don't have shit, but they're acting like they do. Something isn't moving forward for them, but it's moving forward for you. Yeah. You're only seeing half of something, or you'll only see half of something when this person comes in. They're not going to show you their whole hand. It's like playing poker when you know that they have a couple cards, but you don't know the rest. That's what this is. This person's going to show you half their hand and try to bluff their way in, basically. Because they know that you're very understanding. They know that you care. They know that you want this. There's something that's coming towards you, or that you have, that they want. They see something. They see potential. They see money. There's some financial component here. But that's not on the surface, because there's only two coins cards. There's the 7 of coins, which is waiting for fucking money, waiting for your hard work to pay off, spending a lot of time on something, or just waiting in general. And then the palace of coins is beautiful. This is like, whoa, abundance. This is the lack thereof. I don't fucking have anything. I don't have abundance. I don't have much. But I'm not gonna fucking let you know that. I keep staring at the Emperor. This is the Emperor. It's not a love relationship, though. It's a friend or family member who could take advantage of a situation. It's someone you want to talk to. And my eye is twitching like a motherfucker now. Because it's stressing me out. This is stressing me out. And it's probably stressing them out. Or it will. That person can take a giant dick up their ass. Oh, well, someone's thinking. Or maybe you should really think about this. Because it ain't a serendipitous moment. No, it is not. Because we're putting that back in the deck. Blessed. This person's thinking about how blessed you are. You're a blessing. Stars are significant. A star, stars, constellation, whatever that means to you. Stars. A star. I want to be a star. You're a star. Never ending story. I just heard, will you shut the fuck up? So if someone doesn't want you to talk about something? Will you ever get over this? Will you ever just shut up? What the fuck? This changed. There's a man saying that, or a masculine. I just want... This sounds so mean, and I never see these cards this way. This is how it feels. There's a masculine energy that's like, I just want to keep the peace. I'm not causing any problems. Will you just shut the fuck up? You keep bringing up the past. Well, go the distance and keep bringing up the past, because someone is getting so annoyed by something you're saying or doing, even if it's directly to them or around them, because you're speaking the fucking truth. They want the truth to stay down here. They want it to stay hidden because it's face up and upright, truth be told. Never ending story. You always fucking speak the truth. But I don't want anyone to know it's the truth. But fucking A. Like, that's what it feels like. That's really what it feels like. Someone is so fucking mad that you're honest. The truth just keeps coming out. Well, guess what? That's what fucking happens in life. I just want to flip off that fucking emperor. Like, I just want to flip him off. But I'm not going to. I want to say because I'm better than that. I just heard because you wouldn't understand. So it's almost like if you flip someone off and you're just like, F you, get out of here. It's because you just don't want to deal with them, and that's your meaning behind it. Like, just go away. This person would look at it like, I need to retaliate. Like, you did something against me. You said F you to me. So now I'm going to do this. Like, that's how this person would see it, even though you're just going, go away. Your F you means get out of my life. And they're looking at it as you're egging them on to retaliate in some kind of way. There's definitely different perspectives here. Yeah, definitely. We have the Lovers and Thinker. That's someone else. That's an external person to the situation who is confused as fuck, is what I heard. So there's someone that either you're interested in or who's interested in you who's confused as fuck over the situation. Like, what the fuck is even going on here? Like, I don't even know so-and-so. What the fuck? What the fuck? Less? Okay. In the word blessed, I am seeing less. Okay, what? In the word blessed, I am seeing less. Someone's not seeing the blessing, for one. Or this emperor person or someone is seeing less than what you're seeing or what you're getting. So if you're being blessed, they're not, basically. Or in this blessing between you two in this situation, however it ended or whatever the circumstances are, it's a blessing for everyone, but only you're seeing the blessing, but they're not. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. There's one person who's seeing the blessing in this disruption and everyone else or this specific person is not seeing it. Yeah, because there's no opportunity here. And moving on, never ending story, moving on, letting it go. I just heard you let everything go. You just don't even care. Okay, so there's someone, yeah, it's like different perspectives is what it feels like, because I wanted to be like, you just let everything go. You just don't even care. But when you grow and heal and learn, and you learn to let go of things, and people included, and just move forward, that's not you not caring. That's you loving yourself and knowing and having boundaries and knowing what's right for you and what isn't right for you. And people who don't see things that way, who are low vibing, will go, you just left me behind. Like, you just don't fucking care. You're just gone. You do care. But they didn't. And they're not seeing that because they refuse to look in the mirror. That's the never-ending story here. If you keep this cycle going with this person or people, I don't even think you are, but that's their nightmare. That's not yours. I'm your fucking nightmare. You are their fucking nightmare. Because you're making them face themselves. I'm sorry, if you hear my stomach growling, it's not because I'm hungry. Yeah, this person's fucking stressed as shit over the truth. Because it's coming out. But, yeah, you never gave up. You just kept speaking the truth and they're pissed about it. It's a never ending story. You just keep talking. Apparently. You're not giving up. You're not giving up on you. You're not giving up on the truth. I want the fucking truth and I will get the fucking truth. Like, that's what that is. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get it, but I will. That's what it feels like. I'm sorry, what I was gonna say is if you hear my stomach, I'm not hungry. It's just being weird. Fucking devil. Does not want you to speak up. I just hit myself with the devil. Like, the devil just smacked me in the mouth. Like, shut up. You know? And that's over, truth be told, with, I might be tired, but damn it, I ain't giving up. Someone's in a rut. They're stuck in a rut. But it ain't your rut. It's their own fucking rut. Fire. I don't know what fire's about. Could be a fire sign or a literal fire. Caught on fire. Something caught on fire. What caught on fire? What caught on fire? I just heard it's a miracle this went up in flames. So the situation caught on fire. It's a miracle, the situation. Like, this just went. So if something ended for you that you really were hopeful of, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing because it's going to open up a lot of other pathways for you. Even if you don't see it, yeah, walk away. I just heard with the walk away, I just heard you don't want to know the truth. You don't want to know. There's someone here who has a really deep, dark fucking secret, and that's probably why they're so fucking butthurt. Just saying. You walked away from the devil. With or without the truth. Probably because you knew this person was going to lie to you no matter what. It's like, I'm not giving up. That's what this is. I'm not giving up. I never gave up. I'm strong. I'm tired of this shit. So I'm walking away from your bullshit. That's what this is. I'm walking away from your bullshit. I know the truth. I feel the truth. I don't give a shit if you speak the truth. I know it. I have proof. Like, that's kind of what this feels like. I'm not going to sit around and fucking wait for you to stab me in the heart again. I know you're the one that hurt me. Like, that's what this feels like. Like, I'm not going to sit around and wait for this. I know. I already know. And I waited long enough, and you're a fucking chicken shit, and you're too much of a coward to own your own mistakes and to admit blah, 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 whatever. I'm ending this never-ending fucking story because you can take what you did, you can take your problems, you can take your truth, and you can shove it up your and there's the blessing in here. The blessing is moving on. The blessing is a new start. Because you don't fucking care anymore. I feel like you cared about this a lot. You cared about finding this out. You cared about this person. You cared about what they had to say. You cared, period. And then you go, I'm cutting through the bullshit. Male, female does not matter. I'm cutting through this fucking shit. Because you hurt me for the last time, you fucking whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't fucking waiting for this. I'm not waiting around. I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to hurt me. I already know. So take that and shove it up your ass. That's what that feels like. That's really what it feels like. A lot of you have just totally moved on, and this person could turn it around on you and be like, oh, you just walked away and you didn't care. You did care. You cared too much. And then you just finally went, all right, I can't care anymore. Because it's not important. I'm going to focus on what's important, and it ain't you. I'm going to rebuild. I'm going to tear this fucking structure down, tower moment, boom, and I'm going to rebuild my own fucking life without you in it. Because I'm fucking flexible. That's what that feels like. I don't know who that person is to you, but you were just letting them go. Yeah, and you're fucking happy, and you're fine, and it pisses them off. Oh, you're being warned about this. Because you did that, whoever the fuck this is gonna be like, I was so drawn to talk to you. I think we need to talk. Let's just cut through the bullshit. All that glitters is not fucking gold. You cannot make this shit up. Be careful with that motherfucker, because they are manipulative. Because I kept seeing the magician and I kept thinking that, and then I was like, no, that doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. That's how this person is. They're so cunning, conniving, charming, manipulative that you would be like, yeah, you're right. You probably did that in the past with them. They know you're loving. They know what buttons to push. Don't fall for it. Because you'll get hurt. You want to cut through the bullshit? Just cut them out. That's really what this is. If you really want to cut through the bullshit in this situation, and if that's something they bring your way, like, oh, let's just bygones be bygones, let's just get right down to brass tacks, you know, whatever. That's what you'd be like, okay, yeah, we can. Fuck you, bye. Yeah, and it's gonna make them sad. Oh well. Let them sit in the tub and cry. Don't worry, you'll breathe through it. You'll be just fucking fine. And so will they. Because they'll find somebody else to fuck over. But it won't be you. And that's not your problem. So if you're a very loving, caring person, it's not your problem. It doesn't mean you need to walk back to the devil. Because we have the devil here and walking back, walking away. So this is someone you've walked away from. Don't walk your happy ass back to the problem. Don't do it. I just heard, who the hell is it? So it's different for everyone. There's past pain here. There could be a King of Pentacles involved, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone's asking who this is. Don't walk back towards this person. I don't know if it's don't walk back towards this King of Pentacles or if it's a warning for a King of Pentacles. There's a level of rejection here. Someone just, they left you out, no matter who they are. And it could be someone in your family or some type of love connection. A scary love connection? Well, that's fucking weird. I'm scared. I'm worried about someone's happiness. Why am I worried about your happiness? The devil's worried about your happiness. They don't want you to go towards someone. Yeah, they don't want you to take a leap of faith. They don't want you to take a chance in love or life. The devil's worried that you're going to move towards someone and something's going to fucking effectively end for them, apparently. But that person could just... there's so much I want to say, but I don't want to say because I can't. Because it's inappropriate. It's all hell. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Choose wisely. Oh my god, I got this the other day. Believe what you fucking see. Don't believe what someone says. Believe what you see with your own goddamn eyes. Believe patterns. Believe history. Believe this versus blah blah blah. Believe what you fucking see. You can't make this up. This is what I was just talking about. Anyways, love you guys. I gotta go because this was too intense for me. If you made it this far, then bravo. Anyways, bye.